So it's coming up to that time of year again, where the last post is played, or in America they call it taps. Is that right? Not sure why. I've asked, but no one seems to know why. The last post in remembrance, the remembrance service for World War I, World War II, and other conflicts as well. So I thought I'd put my version up. I've never really been taught how to play a last post. I've just kind of done it and kind of over the years figured out a way of doing it. It's a bugle call. Bugle being, or your trumpet is basically 7 bugles. 5 notes. Only push the middle valve down. So you've got 7 different positions, 7 bugle calls. 7 bugles on here. Yeah, you play your last post with only bugle calls and no vowels. So the notes you get: G, C, G, C, E, G. And there are loads of calls made up for bugles, like get up, go have something to eat, go get your bicycles, get in a plane, there's bad people coming, things like that. So the last post that I play, I try and sort of mix up the sort of military kind of efficiency and there's a bit more poignancy with pauses and letting it tail off. So that's how I tend to do it. It's never sort of like in time. It's a bit more and then think and then don't do that again. Don't drop no bombs and things like that. And if you're struggling with the top Gs, you can always play it on first valve. It makes everything just a tone lower, so you can just play everything on first valve. If you don't want to go so high, it sounds a bit strange and sort of deep and weird if it's too low. First valve 1 and 2 is kind of how I might do it if I couldn't hit the top Gs. But this is a last post. Get this off the floor. There you go. Let the notes ring around the church. You can get a last post from Wikipedia. Dial up Wikipedia, stick in the last post, and there'll be a bit of sheet music for you to download if you want it. Cheers. I forgot about the reveille. How could I do a last post without the reveille? The reveille is another bugle call. The last post was a bugle call to send or to say to the soldiers, it's time to go to sleep. Time to go to bed, ready for another day's hard fighting in the battlefields the next day. And the reveille was the wake-up call the next morning. And so in remembrance services, you have the last post to remember those that have fallen, and then often there's 2 minutes silence, and then to show people, the 2 minutes silence is over. It's the wake-up and, okay, we're back in the room kind of thing. So there's a couple of different reveilles. Trying to think of the second one. I can't think of the second one. The one I think there's an RAF one and a Navy one, I think. But the one that I think is the most popular is, or the one that's most commonly used, is this one here.